evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's Up Wrestling here at the Rexall Place in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We've got a terrific night for you tonight. Several matchups, number one contenderships, all on the line. We begin this night with a triple threat matchup. Queen Amazonia has been charged with weakening the future opponents for the Women's and Vixens Championship at Money in the Bank. She's got quite a tall order for herself here, coming out without the appearance of the council's cheerleader, supposedly so that she can just keep her attention on her task. As we've seen before, Queen Amazonia is all business. And first up, we have the number one contender to the Vixens Championship, the woman who will be facing off against Summer Holly Madison, Roxie Stevenson. She earned this right having won a elimination chamber match back at Extreme Rules. Last week she wasn't as successful as she would have hoped to be when facing off against Summer, despite her quick efforts at the beginning. Say that she just spent too much time pounding in that catnip, ready for her kick. Hopefully she's learned that lesson here tonight. As she swiftly pulls a camera editing technique. Roxie is money, which is very apt. And now the 2022 Queen of the Ring, Iida Atsuko. She'll be facing off against Emily Stratfield for the Women's Championship in just a few weeks' time, after having defeated and went through the tournament just a couple of weeks back. Another extravagant note on Iida Atsuko is the fact that she is undefeated here thus far in Whassup Wrestling. That her partner and fellow Glow Girl, Riley Everett, is watching this one in the back. And here we are. Oh! Roxie attempting to catch Amazonia as she was rushing by, but no. Amazonia is just powering through both women here. Like I said, she has a task, and she's going to keep up with it. Oh! Roxie holding Iida still. I guess she's going to assume that... Oh, no! Before Queen Amazonia can betray her, she does it herself, and hot-shotting Amazonia right off the top rope there. He's going to call Roxie out on her lack of intelligence. But, she's been quite competitive thus far. Now catching Iida by surprise, and knee to the face. Iida coming in from behind there. And lands it with the German suplex. Roxie rolls to the outside to recover. Iida goes right for Amazonia. They need to keep the big woman down. Oh, those heavy strikes. Knocking her right into the corner and... oh! I don't know why she thought that she could get in a chokeslam like that. Oh! And now Roxie with those heavy kicks. And she could be calling for the catnip already. And yes, the pumping catnip and the shot straight to the side of Queen Amazonia's head. Stephanie cannot be very pleased in the back on this one. Oh! Amazonia finally getting up to her feet, dragging herself to the ropes. Oh! Iida didn't get all of that one, and now she rolls to the outside for a recovery. She certainly likes taking risks. Now Roxie fighting back against Amazonia. And now here comes the pinfall, and an immediate kick out there by Amazonia as Iida now joins into the ring, canceling out that submission hold and keeping Roxie down. Oh! Iida going up to the top. She's got two potential targets. No, Amazonia gets to her feet, but there's Iida with the stomp off the top, and Amazonia notices. Oh, Iida hopping right over top of her. Amazonia catches her with a clothesline, and now goes right back to work on Roxie. What would it mean if Iida manages to defeat Roxie? Will she become a contender for the Vixen's title as well? Or perhaps vice versa, though that remains to be seen given Roxie's... Roxie rolling to the outside, and now Amazonia showcasing her power. Oh, just a one-handed chokeslam right off the top. And now the cover. Almost a 2 count as Roxie runs right back into the ring. Oh, catching Amazonia from behind with a German of her own. Now locking in that camel clutch. Is it going to be? Yes! Roxie slingshotted right off the top rope. And now the cover, but no, just a 1 count. Iida trying for that low drop kick, but Roxie rolls out of the way, and once more gets caught up before she can get her catnip in. But no, she's countering here, and reverse DDT, and Iida rolls to the outside. Nice fall-away slam there by Amazonia and the cover, but no, Roxie immediately kicks out as Iida works hard to get to her feet. Now Amazonia locking in her own camel clutch. Iida has to get in there quick if she wants to. And no, Roxie holds on. Despite Iida's efforts, Amazonia was able to hold on to it, and now... nice little battle there in the corner. Snap suplex, knocking Amazonia down. And a cover. No, not enough. Roxie lying there like a slug. Perhaps her only defense. Kick to the back of the leg. Now a nice rolling arm bar, but Amazonia getting to the ropes. And now in comes Roxie. Tornado DDT incoming. No! Tornado DDT slingshot as Amazonia now rolls to the outside. And we have Roxie and Iida once more. The two kicking specialists as Roxie goes for the cover. But it's not to be. Oh, a nice little head scissors there. Roxie. Roxie once more going in for that camel clutch. Will it be enough? No, Amazonia up to the ring as Iida just escapes. Oh! Now the cover as Amazonia just punches Roxie's lights out. But no, it's not enough. Roxie, the future challenger for the Vixens Championship, manages out, and but her rolling over just snaps her into the camel clutch, and Iida can't do anything about it. She's locked on the outside, but here she comes. No, Roxie manages to counter out. Going for the cover, but it's not to be. We're calling it now. That was twice that. Roxie attempted for the cat's meow. Both times getting caught up. She has to rethink that strategy with the catnip inhalation. Amazonia catching Iida. Elbow to the leg. Nice chop. And no, Iida counters the suplex. Iida now fighting back, fighting out of the corner. Those stinging kicks. Oh, Roxie right out of nowhere with a running kick of her own. Roxie propelled into the corner there. Iida attempting for something, and oh! Cat's meow out of nowhere. Oh, and Roxie scores the victory, the first ever victory over Iida Atsuko. With that cat's meow out of nowhere, just catching Iida across the back of the head. There's the first cat's meow. Iida is perhaps going into Money in the Bank a bit weaker now. Emily might be happy, but Summer certainly cannot be. Despite her loss last week, Roxie is ready for the Vixens Champion. Will it be her night? Wrestling is brought to you by Snack S'mores. Eat Snack S'mores. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? This just happening during the break, ladies and gentlemen. Roxie was in the ring celebrating. Only for Summer Holly Madison putting back on her Blink apparel, meeting her, and now putting on a heavy show. Now she could be looking for her spinning heel kick. No, just a bionic elbow to the top of the forehead. But no, Roxie fighting back. Roxie still has to avenge that loss she suffered last week to keep up the momentum to go along with her win here tonight. Oh! Running drop kick in, missing that one, but no. Oh! It looked like she was about to slam Summer down. Only to be countered there, and now... Ooh, Roxie's face dropped right into the top turnbuckle. Now the standing moonsault is showing of athleticism by the Vixen's champion. Roxie showing she's still got some fight left in her. Trying to take out that leg. Injured right before Money in the Bank, 2 weeks away. Summer fighting back. No. We finally have a referee in here to stop this thing. After that heinous attack there by Summer Holly Madison on Roxie Stevenson, we are here to determine the #1 contender for the $1 million championship at Money in the Bank. The winner here will be facing off against Wild Child. Craig Stevens, who had a tremendous showing last week against the much larger Moose. As we pointed out, he is fighting for his family honor, no matter what it takes. Could we do continue with that little tradition of for that? If he can get through this first man of 3, Dexter Spectacular, who despite his strong showing last week with Jamie Hill, lost the tag team titles to the Towers of Power. He's now looking for an opportunity to secure some singles gold. As we know that Jamie Hill, his partner, will be taking on the Dork Killer for the Universal Championship. Against Wild Child. Unfortunately, would later go on to lose to Tony J. Smith. And now Roger Desmond is looking to change the tides of his career, perhaps focusing on his own solo efforts. As I doubt that he would be, well, comfortable with facing against the Towers of Power. But you never know. That the Towers of Power are in the back, opening up a challenge to any team within Whassup Wrestling. And thus far, there have been no takers. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As stated, this is a Battle Royal. Ooh, a nice set of taunting there by Dexter and Roger. Oh, now Dexter just thrown right into Roger, who looks a bit lost, and now Craig Stevens is reminding him, hey, we've got a match. See Dexter going for the first elimination on Pimp Daddy. But no, Pimp Daddy managing to fight out of the corner. Now barreling the chops. Dexter right against the ropes there earlier, managing to fight back. Roger and the newcomer Craig Stevens down the bottom there, and Dexter gets his face right introduced with the top turnbuckle, and now Pimp Daddy once more trying to eliminate Dexter. As you see Roger taking Craig off his feet. Craig rolling onto the apron. Just reminding himself that he can't really go to the outside, although he could, as going under the rope would not be an elimination. The opponent must be thrown over the top rope, or at least step over the top rope, as a person could theoretically eliminate themselves. And here we are. A little history between these two. Dexter and Roger. And now Dexter trying to eliminate Roger. Similar to how he had eliminated Roger's dreams of becoming tag team champions. And now Roger fighting back. Perhaps going for some... Oh no! Dexter back on top. Now it's Craig and Pimp Daddy. One of these men will be facing off against Wild Child for the $1 Million Championship. And, oh, it will not be Craig Stevens. Clothesline straight out of the ring. It's up to the Whassup Wrestling veterans now. And Rogers over the ropes. No. Managing to fight back. And in comes Pimp Daddy. Oh, and Pimp Daddy. No. Just barely managing to hold on. Now Roger calling for the end. Oh, a nice little clothesline there by Pimp Daddy as Dexter gets to his feet. Pimp Daddy fighting back against the greatness. The greatness sees Dexter. Dexter just walks right by the man. Now Dexter with the airplane spin, hoping to dizzy Pimp Daddy out of the ring. Oh, nice little elbow there by Dexter, and Roger is out. It is down now to Dexter and Pimp Daddy. And I don't know if Pimp Daddy realizes it quite yet. Now Dexter trying to eliminate Pimp Daddy, throwing him out from over the top rope, and no. Wait, Dexter keeping the fight going? It's not to be. Pimp Daddy managing to keep himself active, and now Dexter rolls under the rope. Dexter's head slammed multiple times. Now Pimp Daddy is going for the pump handle pimp drop. It's the pump handle pimp drop. If this were set for pinfalls, he might be victorious. Unfortunately, he still has to get Dexter over the top rope. Pimp Daddy fighting back. Both these men with an elimination under their names. Dexter's just standing there for reasons. He really needs to concentrate on eliminating Pimp Daddy, and runs back. And yes, no, Pimp Daddy holds on. Pimp Daddy holds on. Dexter attempting that time-honored favorite. And now Dexter. I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh, but he gets it. He gets all of it. Now Dexter with that DDT. And another one. 2 DDTs in a row. Pimp Daddy managing to fight back with the fireman's carry. Dexter to his feet. And attempting elimination. No. Reverse DDT there by Dexter. And backdrop. Dexter again. 5-star dog splash. Dexter taking a breather, but you shouldn't be taking a breather until you're victorious here, Dexter. And now, running clothesline. Pimp Daddy trying with the momentum. Now Dexter, he's got Pimp Daddy, and he's trying for it again, and he's victorious this time. Dexter Spectacular will be challenging for the $1 million championship at Money in the Bank. Here we see the pump handle pin drop as Roger walks to the back. But Dexter with those 2 stinging DDTs. And the 5-star dog splash. It will be a spectacular night. As both Dexter and Jamie now have secured themselves some singles title match action. It will be Dexter Spectacular and Wild Child, Jamie Hill and Dork Killer. All that Money in the Bank. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back to Whassup Wrestling action as Sasha Banks looks to take control of her career, the very career that she's given over to Anya after joining the harem. There she is, the goddess of the harem, the self-proclaimed good girl, Anya Clarice Paige. There we see Sasha in the background, of course entering through the shadows. Lights keep steadily over Anya herself. Unfortunately, thus far, Anya has not really lived up to her moniker as a savior of the downtrodden. It's really the only victory we've seen within the harem has been Atsuko's one Queen of the Ring matchup against Cyclone. But perhaps that's just enough for Katie and Sasha to keep with her. We see Sasha Banks ready for this one. Sasha really trying to do something with her career here in Whassup Wrestling. Perhaps a victory over the former #1 contender of the Vixens champion, Catherine Neville, will help her down that road. Of course, we know that Catherine has zero respect for Anya, or her harem for that matter, firmly believing that if you're to succeed in this career, you need to do it all on your own. I suppose that's why she's distanced herself from Spectational and has constantly ignored Roxie's efforts to get close to her. Catherine is a true loner here in Whassup Wrestling. A lone wolf, as you could probably describe. And now the former women's champion looking for her first singles victory here within Whassup Wrestling. Who knows what Anya has been telling her in the back all this time. Perhaps something has taken effect as Sasha holds a firm command of this one. Now going up to the middle rope and, attempting the splash, but no one's there. Catherine now taking advantage. The last time we saw Catherine Neville was facing off against Queen Amazonia in that essentially finishing off match. As Summer would put it, it was the final nail match against her former partner. Unfortunately, Catherine had outsmarted Queen Amazonia, taking a count-out victory. And given the loss that Queen Amazonia suffered earlier tonight. We're hearing reports that Stephanie is none too pleased with the council's muscle. Anya keeping her distance there. Just letting her charge do her thing. Now Sasha Banks fighting back. So ref gets to 8, and now both women back into the ring. Now Anya taking her space back to the corner. As, Sasha tries for a standing splash, but doesn't find Catherine. Catherine taking Sasha right off her feet. And a final nail. A final nail dug into the back. And Anya causing the distraction on the outside. And now Catherine calling Sasha up to her feet. Readying, and yes! A second final nail. Now here's the referee's count. 2. No! Sasha managing to kick out. This would be surprising, but unfortunately we've seen it countless times. Catherine's double final nail. And now Catherine turning her attention to Anya. Some words being shared between those two, and Catherine needs to focus on Sasha, and reverse DDT by the member of the harem. Sasha with those stinging kicks to the spine of Catherine. And, Catherine dropped. But that's not all Sasha wants. Will she be locking in the bank statement? And yes, she's got it locked in the bank statement. Is Catherine going to give up here? Catherine fighting out. No. It's not enough. Into the small package. Or the roll-up, sorry. Only getting the 1 count. The referee not able to react in time. Now Catherine with that straight kick to the side of the head. Sasha managed with that jawbreaker, but no, right into the fireman's carry. Now Sasha's forehead being introduced into the top turnbuckle, and she's now strangled. The air being choked out of her. Catherine's just scoring a 1 count there. Anya shouting some words of encouragement, but they don't seem to be getting through to Sasha. Sasha just flinging Catherine with that hurricanrana, and Anya applauds her on the outside, and another stiff kick to the spine. Sasha going for the cover, but no, just a 1 count. Sasha once more attempting to kick at the spine, but Catherine wriggling her feet, manages out. Reverse DDT. So Catherine is trying to injure any attempt against the bank statement. It's quite smart of her. And now the suplex. And Catherine signaling she could be going for a 3rd final nail, and catching Sasha before she turns. Yes, the final nail. Once more into the cover. But no, Sasha immediately kicking out. Oh, no. Catherine trying for that double axe handle. But it wasn't to be, as Sasha gets in the swinging neck breaker. Speaking of neck breakers, Sasha with the cover. 2. No. Just the 2 count, and Sasha quickly going in. Attempting for another bank statement, but Catherine with her foot near the ropes. A bit too close. Nice little snap right there by Sasha. Sasha acting a bit desperate here. Probably having to think what she can do. Catherine with that surprising kick to the face. Will that be enough to put her away? Sasha kicking out at 2. Anya looking on with concern on the outside. And a final nail. The 4th final nail of this matchup. And Catherine keeping up the assault. Could be suplex. Sasha manages to counter out of it. And the newest member of the Harrow counters out again. Now goes for the cover. Will this be it? And no. Catherine with the shoulder up. Now Sasha to the point of arguing with the referee over the counts. Now dropping that double axe handle to the knee. And Catherine with a nice counter, a nice head scissors counter. And she could be setting up for another final nail. The 5th final nail. That's almost a full coffin's worth. As she now goes for the cover, this could be it. 1, 2, and 3. Sasha continues her losing streak here in Whassup Wrestling as Catherine Neville scores the victory. Perhaps Anya isn't all that she's cracks herself up to be. As we see final nail after final nail. Sasha managing to put up a good fight, but it was not to be. Not tonight. As we see Catherine celebrating her victory. She could still have the Vixens Championship on mind. We are set to welcome another newcomer to Whassup Wrestling, Zahara Madigan-Star. The self-proclaimed magician hoping to provide some magic here at Whassup Wrestling. She'll be taking on a member of the Paige turning centerfolds, Crystal Lakers. Can't exactly call one win a streak. Well, I suppose you could. Nice little showing of respect between these two women. Not something we see too frequently here in Whassup Wrestling, but it's good to see it here. We do know that Zahara has a bit more wrestling experience than Crystal. Crystal here still under tutelage from Paige. Sure, Crystal is hoping that Zahara takes things a bit easy on her. As we see a much faster pace from Crystal than we saw last week. And nice athleticism there by Crystal. Of course, Crystal having both her partner and mentor on the outside certainly has to do her some strong favors. And oh, nice little turnaround there, the spinning clothesline. And Crystal managing to counter out of that. Zahara with the wriggling feet. And a heavy shot knocking Crystal right off her feet. Zoe up onto the middle rope. Calling for Crystal to up to her feet. And oh, missing the top. Missing the middle rope splash. But she's still fighting on it. Driving both knees right into Crystal's face. Despite the little mishap, Zahara managing to keep up with things. Crystal countering with a punch of her own. Nice little turnaround suplex, dropping Zahara onto her back. Perhaps not the debut that she was hoping for. Crystal putting a lot of weight there around Zahara's neck. Zahara counting out with a jawbreaker and a headbutt. Oh, Crystal sent flying right back to her partner. Harper perhaps warning Zahara away, but no. Zahara's showing no fear, going straight for Crystal. Thankfully, Harper keeping her distance from the competition, as is Paige. Both women fighting by the table where some lucky fans have been situated. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, come to Whassup Wrestling and you might get the best seat in the house. So referee now gets up to 5. And, ooh, nice little momentum stomp there. Straight into Crystal's stomach. Harper now stands on the outside and... Ooh! What an impressive full Nelson STO there. But it's not to be. Crystal fighting back, but... Zahara with the reverse DDT. And just raking those claws right down Crystal's back. And we can't think that Crystal would find any source into it. And oh! What a tuck DDT that was. And now Harper up onto the apron. That could have been good for Crystal or bad. As we're seeing right now, it's... Well, or at least I was going to say it was bad. But Crystal fighting back. Crystal once more with all that weight pressed down around Zoe's neck. And that driving elbow and a nice kip up there. Crystal with that heavy shot and now dropping Zahara's face right onto the canvas. But Zahara's fighting back. Zahara showing her ring prowess. But as is Crystal. But Zahara answers back with some prowess of her own. That's a little spinning back kick there. Missing with the clubbing blow. Oh, and Crystal with those double knees right into Zahara's face out of nowhere. And it's enough for the victory. Here we are hoping that finally get an end to things. Matt Hardy. Oh no! There's Matt Hardy coming in from behind and clocking Bobbo. We saw last week Bobbo getting the sudden sneak attack against Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy returning the favor. But Bobbo with the Bobbo Kinrana. He's not going to take being attacked lying down. Matt Hardy with the stalling suplex, and yes! And Bobbo flinging Hardy to the outside there. Now clubbing Matt Hardy. Things between these two are definitely reaching a higher point here. There's Bobbo taking him. He's going to take him to the ring post, but no, Matt Hardy fighting out. And now just flinging Bobbo face first into the post himself. Hardy ascending to the middle rope and a diving leg drop. Now with the first cover, but just the one count. I suppose we can officially say that Matt Hardy has been accepted into Whassup Wrestling by General Manager Stephanie McMahon. Just earlier this week, he is now an official member of the roster. But the same can perhaps not be said for Samoa Joe, as Bobbo nails in with the Bobbo forearm. And now the Bobboplex. The Bobboplex in the corner. And now the count, only a 2 count. Bobbo up to the middle rope. Calling Hardy to his feet. Ooh, and a double drop kick right to the face. Don't think Hardy's going to get much of anything there, and that's exactly what happened. You don't get a pinfall by getting your ass kicked. At least not here in Whassup Wrestling. Nice little side slam there by Hardy. Bobbo fighting back. Dropping Hardy to his knees and a nice little kick there right in the face. And now another one to the back of the knee. Hardy with a straight shot to the gut and a nice chop and forearm of his own. Bobbo flailing through that neck breaker. Bobbo with the quickness, now with the backdrop, now up to his feet, bringing Hardy up to his feet as well. And a nice edge chop. And a swinging neck breaker. And a snapmare. And a second Bobboplex. It's 2 Bobboplex. Will this be it? Here's the cover. 1, 2. No. Hardy slapping that canvas as he gets to his feet. Now Hardy's calling for something. It could be his twist of fate, and yes, twist of fate. Middle of the ring, crawls over, takes the cover, and the 1, 2, 3. Oh! Hardy victorious here tonight. There we see the Bobbo forearm to the back of the head, sending Hardy's face right into the turnbuckle. Hardy attempting a Bobbo punch of his own. But this is the original Bobbo punch. Unfortunately, it was not to be with the twist of fate from Hardy himself. But I doubt that things between these two men is far from over. I know what I said. And here we have your main event, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie Hill, the 2022 King of the Ring, #1 contender to the Universal Championship, set to face off against Ranger. And wait, what's this? Here's the Dark Killer. Oh, he catches Jamie from behind. And Jamie, it looked like he was ready. Like he knew that this would happen. Jamie attempting to just walk away. But you can't walk away from the Dark Killer. He comes running right in. This is supposed to be Jamie Hill taking on Ranger in a return match from the King of the Ring. Ranger trying to avenge his loss, his first loss. But no, it's taken from Dark Killer. And both these men fighting it out on the outside. Jamie not even having a chance to get off that coat he stole. Now Dark Killer with those heinous kicks. The referee telling Dark Killer to get Jamie into the ring. And there he is. But no, Dark Killer joins him. Now the referee trying to stop him, but no. Jamie Hill slamming. Dark Killer there. Now here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back from a commercial break. Ranger in the ring, taking on a arguably weakened Jamie Hill here in Whassup Wrestling. It's main event here tonight. Some of the microphones in the audience are down. But who cares? We'll keep going. Ranger's throwing Jamie right across the ring there. Jamie attempting to throw everything he has at Ranger. Some people calling that victory at King of the Ring a fluke. And Jamie up to the middle rope, calling for crowd support. as Ranger struggles to his feet, and yes! Driving elbow straight to the top of Ranger's head. Ranger with that swinging shot there, straight across Jamie's jaw. And now the camel clutch. Will that be... No! Jamie managing to counter out. And yes, a straight shot and another one. Two stiff elbows and a straight shot to the face, finally knocking Ranger off his feet. Now Ranger kicking out Jamie's leg out from under him. And oh, just the height of that one. As Jamie's throat catches the top rope. And Ranger supernova. But Jamie countering back, fighting back up to his feet, doing what he can to prove that he is the #1 contender. Ranger signaling that this could be the end, waiting for it. We've seen this move several times before. Jackhammer, middle of the ring. This could be it. And it is. Oh, there it is. Sped up motion. The Door Killer's assault on his future challenger. Too much for Jamie to bear. As Ranger avenges his first ever loss. In typical Ranger quick succession action. But what will this mean going further towards Money in the Bank? We'll have to see what happens next week, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue our road